Alright, let's head to the GLA. Oh, wait a second.
Lil, thanks for coming. Are you ready to help us whack-a-mole?
Sure, in a second, Chuck. I'm not thinking about something, and I'm so stupid. You know, Malcolm, who wrote in the Reddit that he has a tarot card set stolen. I wonder if we could have called him on the people trying to enlist, and we're like, hey, I have this guy. What do the cards say? Oh, why didn't I think of that sooner? For some reason, I always disregard Malcolm. Alright, let's whack 'em all.
What's the scoop so far?
Yesterday, we captured an enemy spy who confessed that they were meeting with their informant, who is part of the GLA.
Oh, damn.
Before we could get a name out of them, the spy chomped down on a poisoned tooth. We've gathered 6 suspects. One of them is definitely the traitor, but so far they're all sticking to their stories.
Couldn't you just get a mage to put a spell on them? Or better yet, I could go get some truth spray from the shed and be done with this in a flash.
Good thinking. But the guilty party could have built up a tolerance to truth sprays, or be in league with a corrupted wizard from the guild. Your deduction skills are the only method we can truly trust. Think you can help us out?
Well, I have done this once before, but it was a low-stakes situation with my little friends. I guess I'll see what I can figure out.
You
Yep.
can interact with each of them twice. They'll just repeat their stories after that. See if you can detect any inconsistencies about their whereabouts last night, and catch them at a lie.
Oh boy.
Last night, I was here with Chuck organizing flyers for the war rally. You can ask him yourself, but if you're looking for a mole, look to my left. They're literally a mole. What more could you ask for?
So, Lil, who is it? Who is the traitor?
I'm not sure. Give me a sec.
I thought I could ask Chuck if that is actually true. But honestly, I would guess it's not, because if they were really with Chuck preparing flyers, why did they get drafted as a suspect here?
Listen, I know everyone's gonna think it was me because I'm a literal mole. But last night I was at a bar in Little Ogre Town watching the Goblin Ball game, I swear.
What Goblin Ball game?
I never miss a game, even when they're out of town like they were last night.
Okay, so Goblin Ball game in another town that he watched.
I was at a friend's house. A friend who was out of town. I was at their house while they were out of town. They asked me to water their plants while they were out of town. It's the truth.
Uh-huh.
I know where I was last night. I was at the big game happening downtown, but I'm more concerned about the big guy to my right.
So was there a game or was there no game?
Have you ever met a troll you liked or even trusted? Something seems fishy about his story, if you ask me.
I was quietly meditating in my chambers last eve. The degrading acts of skulking in shadows you're picturing are obviously more in line with a creature half the honor of an elf. Someone like a halfling, perhaps?
Quietly meditating in my chambers.
Last night I was attending my sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's birthday party. It was quiet down by the Goblin Bowl arena, with it being an away game and all, so I didn't see anyone on my way home. I don't know why anyone would suspect me. I have a leftover apple tart in my freezer to prove it.
Okay, I'm suspecting this guy. Because we have two people who say they watched a game, a Goblin Ball game that was taking place somewhere else. And also we had the manager today who was like, you know, we hadn't had a Goblin Ball game in a while because all the players are gone. So he's the most sus.
I told you, I was at the Goblin Ball Arena last night. I live around the corner from the stadium, so after the match I went straight home, no funny business. I'd ask that elf. Hard to trust those uptight, pointy-eared snobs.
I honestly have no idea who the traitor is, but all I know is that it's not me. Ask anyone who works at the bar in Little Ogre Town. They'll remember me. I'm a really bad tipper. Listen, I know everyone's gonna think it was me. I never miss a game, even when they're out of town.
Fine, I'll confess. I don't actually have any leftover apple tart in my freezer because I ate it on the way home. My sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's mother is a professional cook and I couldn't resist. You should lock her up for the crime of making irresistible desserts.
I will.
Chuck will vouch for me. I was here. I've got Brawler Seasons tickets, so some nights I'm at the arena, but last night they were playing out of town. As to who the traitor is, I don't know what else to tell you. Don't overthink it. They're a freaking mole person. You're looking for a mole! Come on!
Okay, no. I mean, we have three separate... I'm a little confused why he is on the list of suspects when Chuck could literally clear his name. That's kind of throwing me off, but we have three separate people telling us that there was no Goblin Ball game last night.
So, Lil, who is it? Who is the traitor?
I think it was... the Cyclops.
What? Why me?
Because you claimed you went to the Goblin Ball match last night, but the Brawlers played an away game. You're clearly lying.
Very clever, little girl, but it's no matter. You and your kingdom will burn, and out of the ashes a new glorious nation shall be born.
Take them away, Carl.
Alright. Got that.
Good work, Lil. We couldn't have done it without you. We'll make sure they're properly punished for their crimes.
Okay, that was easier than I thought.
Oh, just one more thing before I go.
Columbo!
Yes?
I got nothing. I just always wanted to say that.
I love Columbo. Nice reference, throwing that in. Okay, what else do we have? The Sharp Twisted Sister. While I'm trying, we'll see in a minute here how my recruiting has done. If I did good recruiting the dragon. Or if Peaches was a bad choice to enlist.
How are you holding up?
Not too many game overs today, Garbs.
I'm not really sure what that means, but maybe I've got something for it.
Alright, you know what? Let me keep these things. And let me buy one crystal. because we did use a couple today. Let's see who we have in here.
Oh, hi, Lil. Back home after a long day's work?
You know it.
What a laugh. You, a working stiff.
It's a riot. Hey, Arda, you got a pen and paper? I want to send my dad another letter.
Gabby asked at face of someone you could trust with a nuclear bomb. Sure as hell.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
This time, I really want to cheer Dad up. What kind of joke should I tell him?
A good joke or a dirty joke? I'll make it a good joke. Yes.
That should put a smile on his face. Thanks, Arda. Can you send it for me?
My pleasure. I know how much your dad loves to hear from you.
Thanks, Arda. Oh, hello. Is that your friend?
Oh, this is so weird, being out with you. Anybody could see.
Aw, honey. It's what's on the inside that matters. I'm not embarrassed to be seen with you.
That's what I thought when they were like going on. Oh, I was at a friend's and watering their flowers while they were out of town. I mean, it clearly wasn't the truth, but yeah, I was thinking of something along those lines.
Embarrassed to be seen with me? I'm worried someone's going to see me with a human and tell my mother.
Oh, brother.
Him too.
Echo!
The Mages Guild is gathering in the sprawl to discuss our place in the war efforts. Been a long time since we've all been summoned together like this.
Okay, so this is the dialogue we had when Echo was at our booth. Let's see if we can get any more information.
When was that?
The last time was the only time. It was the founding of the Mages Guild itself. Before that, we were divided into factions, gathering with other mages who shared our sense and sensibilities.
Jane Goblin Austen. Yeah, I'm a reader.
By the way, I think so far all writers that were referenced in the game had a goblin somewhere in the name. Either like he in the second name or one of either the first and the last name was kind of twisted into goblinish things. Are you sure you're interested in hearing about more lore from this ancient stoner? Of course! Lore!
The reason I founded the Mages Guild was so that we wouldn't have to all gather together this way. It was a set of guiding principles that all mages would adhere to. So if you knew a mage, you knew what to expect. Kept people from fearing us.
That sounds to me like a good thing. A set of governing rules to make sure people feel safe? Am I wrong?
I don't think you are, but darker forces in the guild sure do. They think the rules are too strict. They want to use magic to control people, and eventually, the whole kingdom. If we don't stop them, there could be a rift in the guild itself with mages on both sides. It's getting pretty hairy.
Thanks for the chat.
Anytime, little buddy.
Can I talk to you again?
Thanks for the chat.
Anytime, little buddy.
Okay. I thought we could have the conversation again and choose other options. But it's a one-time thing. Girls, what about you?
We're all thinking of your dad, Lil.
Aww.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Yes. Now for the air battle. We'll see how that goes. Oh, okay. First that. The Pexygate envoy, Fenton Harcourt III, delivered his message to the palace and defected to the Sprawl to live out his days manning a shop that repaired bugles and any other brass instruments that require a pursed embouchure. He couldn't be happier in his new adopted home. Awesome! The Queen was able to use the top-secret battle plans to shore up the Sprawl's defenses, which made a huge difference, at least for a few days. Having been denied entry into the Sprawl, the Catering Corp rep went back to corporate headquarters with a surplus of the food supplement bar as Soylent Beige. While the Catering Corp execs weren't pleased by the loss of his... executives. When pleased by the loss of this contract, they also weren't surprised. Soylent Beige hadn't been selling like it used to. Not since the FDA made it mandatory to display the ingredients list on all packaging. Was it the artificial flavor and coloring? The MSG? No, it was the main ingredient, human flesh. Catering Corp would have to deploy their best marketing wizards to spin a new angle on this. Good luck with that. Albert. After a record-breakingly brief trial, in which the defendant attempted to bribe the judge, the lead prosecutor, half the jury, and the court stenographer, Albert St. Lush was found guilty of conspiring to weaken the Sprawl's wartime defenses with an illegal goblin ball match. Okay, now I feel really confident about my choice here. In prison, Albert was confronted by a former player who was busted on steroid charges and was pummeled to death to the great amusement of other prisoners. Oh no, it's a printing error on the label. Not human flesh, humane flesh. Found the marketing wizard. Echo the Wanderer. Echo arrived at the guild hall just in time to speak out against Tyronius and his plan to demand greatly increased powers for the mages from the Queen. Echo successfully argued that the guild should use its power to support the city council and guard corps, and help the people the war was hurting instead. Due to Echo's timely intervention, Tyronius did not get the 2/3 majority vote that he needed. He and his followers loudly insisted that the election was stolen, and Tyronius vowed to use his own power to stop this war, by any means necessary. His people formed a radical group that dubbed itself the Freedom Caucus, and they soon vacated the guild hall in a huff. Echo breathed a sigh of relief at the job well done. He took a trip to his favorite hound, the Sprawl's premier bowling alley Pinheads. It was a pretty righteous way to end the day. Correctly identified as being a traitor, the guilty Cyclops was loaded into a catapult and flung at a brick wall the next morning. There was much rejoicing. The Sprawl and its secrets were now safe, thanks to your masterful detective work. Oh boy, you make it sound... I mean, honestly, I was worried about this when Chuck called us in, but that was actually easier than I feared it would be. I was afraid it would be harder than this. It was pretty easy. Oh boy. I mean, let's go. Are you... Why? Okay, we're gonna lose the war. I'm so shit at this. As the dawn sun rose, it was clear that the Sprawl had lost. Their airborne defenses scattered, there was no way to protect themselves from attacks coming from above. The people of the Sprawl watched helplessly as the enemy wrote a message in the sky, surrender Lil. Most people thought the message must be a typo, but its looming presence had a severe impact on the city's morale. With his hopes of participating in the battle dashed, Professor Fogg hid in the countryside for 79 days. He emerged and fooled his chums at the Royal Academy Club into thinking that he had in fact sailed around the world in record-breaking time. To sum up, he hid in the barn, managed to bamboozle his fellow academics, and received a free beer for his effort. The little Primaris dragon rider trying to command her dragon Peaches with just her thin whistle had a rough go of things. Damn it! Peaches couldn't hear the whistle above the roar of battle, became disoriented, and a panic fled combat and took them home. Oh! Shit! My father was mortified when he realized he had failed to equip them with his trusty... Oh my god! Are you kidding me? I was wondering if the bullwhip is the question like it was with Edward. Are you kidding me? He resolved right then and there to never leave her in charge again, and swore off going down to the pub to bet on Goblin Ball for good. While returning his plane to the GLA headquarters, they're inside the park home run bomb sitting in the Green Baron's hold. Wait, no, I took the bomb! In the Green Baron's accidentally detonated? Fortunately, he was nowhere near any public spaces at the time, and there were no reported casualties. Wilbur Caboose Orville suffered a second-degree burn on his ample, some might say juicy posterior. He must wear a butt case for 3 months, which he claims grants him further cushion for the pushing. I want to cry.
Happy St. Swithin's Day to all our listeners. We're here live down at the parade where St. Swithin himself is set to make an appearance any minute now.
Oh, I think I see him. Yes, there he is, riding merrily atop his rain cloud, throwing many barometers to the happy dancing children below.
Just a reminder, because of the parade's extensive and convoluted route, many stores and services will be closed today.
We'll now take the traditional 267 minutes of bagpipes in honor of St. Swithin's Day.
You know, for bagpipes, they ain't bad. I mean, honestly, I'm starting to question if you can... Okay, you know what? No, I know you can actually win the battles because there's an achievement for it. There's achievements to winning the
I guess
battles.
there's no letter from Dad today because of the holiday. I hope he's doing okay.
I hope so too. Rats.
Come on, give it back already. Stop saying that.
All right, break it up, you two.
Lil, what are you doing here?
I live here. What are you doing here?
I work here. I got a job getting rid of the rats.
There's a lot of rats in here, Lamont.
I'm not very good at it. These rats are pretty smart. This one stole a crystal that I found. No, I found it. Ugh. Lil, can you talk to him or something?
Hey, rat. Meow.
The rat looks at you with an expression that conveys that it's not only embarrassed for you, but for all humans in existence. It moves, revealing a Majorite crystal.
Hey, he gave it back. Thanks, Lil. Now, shoo, get out of here.
Public embarrassment works every time.
Okay, jeez. I have to go to work anyways.
No, not you. The rat. Can you tell Isla and Simon that I won't be able to meet up with them? I have to clear all these rats before this place opens tonight. You might as well take this crystal.
Where's Isla?
I was supposed to meet her at Councilwoman Asher's office.
Where's Simon?
I was supposed to meet him down by the docks.
Interesting.
I don't need luck. I need a foolproof way to get rid of these rats.
Wait a second. Make a talk to the rats.
Squeak!
Wait, did you just say the word squeak?
Uh-huh. It's a shapeshifter. This note. Dear whoever reads this note, Garbage Emporium of Wonder will be closed in honor of St. Smith's Day. Please feel free to take your business to some other establishment in town. Oh wait, there isn't one. The only shop you got. Every people in the capitalist chokehold, hahaha. Store will be open tomorrow at 9 a.m. P.S. If this is Lil, I saw your hooligan friends when I wrote this note, and they've got a shift's worth of crystals if you can track them down. Ah. So I can get a crystal from each and every one of them. Bye, Gala. See you tomorrow. I hope. Alright, let's see. Monkey Island. Another reference. Arstoska? We get it. You don't need to literally point to your influences.
Mr. Fantastico! I haven't seen you around for a bit.
My journey for the most fantastic hat took me to the countryside, where I was drafted into the war.
Well, that sucks. But you're back now. Does that mean my dad is back too?
Unfortunately, your father remains at the front lines. I, however, got sent home for wearing too many fantastic hats. Apparently, it was alerting the enemy to our presence.
Well, I'm happy you're home, and that you got to try on some fantastic hats.
But they were not fantastic enough. My journey, it continues. Also, your father gave me this letter to give to you.
A letter from Dad!
Yay!
Dear Lil, thanks for your last letter. I really enjoyed reading it, especially that joke you told. I told it to a couple of guys, who told it to a couple of other guys, who then told it to the captain herself. And they all agreed I wouldn't be allowed to tell jokes anymore.
Oh boy.
I hope everyone at home is doing well. I forgot that before I left for the war, I owed my bookie some money. I put 30 gold in this envelope so you can pay him back for me. His name is Fredo. This war is tough, but they say there will be a ceasefire on St. Swithin's Day, so that's something to look forward to. But what's really keeping me going through the darkest moments is the thought of getting back to you. I love you, Lil. Please write back soon. Love, Dad.
Love you too, Dad.
I better write back to him. Hey, Mr. Capello, do you have a pen and paper on you? Fantastic or otherwise?
Of course, child.
Dad got a little mushy at the end of that last one. How should I respond?
Play it tough. Yes.
Hey, Mr. Capello, do you think you could mail this letter for me, fantastically or otherwise?
Of course, child. I will search for a stamp for your letter that is so fantastic that it stops the postman in his tracks and makes him cry to the heavens, "Wow! Now that is one fantastic stamp!"
Or, you know, whatever's the cheapest.
No, that can't be safe. Can I confiscate that? Nope.
Step right up, folks, and take your turn at being a winner. Find the queen and uncover a royal prize. How about you, young lady? Care to be a winner?
Simon, it's me, Lil. Lamont says he's stuck at work and won't be able to meet up with you.
Hey, Uncle Fredo, she's made me. What do I do?
Just play it cool and act like you've never seen her before.
Sorry, ma'am, who I'm gonna act like I've never seen before. Would you care to play a game that's almost guaranteed to make you a winner? My mom got drafted to the front lines. Until she gets back, I've been staying with my Uncle Fredo. We kind of move all over, running different con games.
Never admit you're running a con.
I've got something from Garby for you, but I can't just give them to you. You'll have to play for them.
I thought so.
Alright, what's the hustle?
It's not a scam at all, ma'am. All you need to do is find the queen. She's one of the 3 cards you see in front of you. Just keep your eye on the prize. Where's the queen?
Got it.
Congratulations! You found the queen, you won the jackpot.
2 crystals
You're
even.
making it too easy.
Since I'm stuck here, could you be a pal and make sure Isla knows about Lamont not showing up? She's gonna be crushed.
Yep, I will. Nope, not talking to the bookie. That will just make me lose money.
Hello there, Lil.
Hello, little painter.
Seamus McGoblin, what brings you and your family to the docks?
Oh, we live here now. Things got a bit tight after the war started, so we had to relocate. It's not the prettiest or safest place to live.
But...
No, but this place is awful.
Oh.
Well, at least you're all together, right?
Oh, not so. One of our boys, teeny Tom McGoblin, was lagging behind when we fled, so we had to hurry along without him.
Oh boy.
He should be arriving in the sprawl any day now. If you're working the gate, would you mind not giving him too much trouble and let him in?
Bribe me?
Of course, Mr. McGoblin.
Oh, thanks, Lil. You're one of the good ones.
Oh, Diddums, my trusty valet, we've been so displaced by the war.
Yes, ma'am, we have.
It simply must stop by any means necessary.
The means necessary to stop war must at all times be relentless, ma'am.
How true, Diddums. Mark Goblin Twain, correct?
No, ma'am, his cousin Egbert.
Sound of a large family starting the day can be heard through the flaps of the tent. Okay, I have 79 coins. Yeah, honestly, I don't want to talk to the bookie. Alright, let's see. Ash's office.
Lil? How unexpected!
I could say the same about you. What are you doing in Ash's office?
I'm volunteering as her unpaid intern. My mom said this will fast track me to get into the Youth Politician Training Program for Two-Faced Cutthroats and Liars, or the YPTPT-FCL. She says it'll help build character.
Oh, for sure.
Yikes. I'm here because I'm supposed to tell you that Lamont won't be able to meet up later. He's, stuck at the office.
Oh, that hard-working lug. He'll be the perfect trophy husband for me. He's so distractingly handsome that it'll both impress and intimidate my opponents.
Damn.
Okay. Well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with that.
Now that you mention it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, crap.
The YPTPT-FCL does have an entrance exam that I could use your help with. And I've got something from Garby if you do.
Okay, what do I have to do?
There are a couple of questions about current and historical affairs that I still need to answer. Here we go. What was the name of the late King Oswin's father?
Ooh.
Okay, question 2. What is the current name of the Goblin Ball Stadium?
Grand Coliseum for sports.
Great. Question 3. The Crown Prince of Petrard, Phineas Pomp, is the son of...
King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk.
And last one. Mega rock superstar Vlad Extreme plays what kind of instrument?
Guitar?
Okay, that's all the questions. Thanks so much for your help, Lil. Here, take this. It's from Garby.
Another crystal, nice. There he is, the late King Oswin. When will they get around to replace those with Queen Desdemona? Okay, so I try to remember the stuff. Oh my god. Okay, you can see it. The book, Court Intrigues for Dummies. Lovely. Travis isn't here, but even if he was, would you really want to talk to him? Nope. A survivor's account of the Morley Threepwood dynasty.
What a fancy collection of bottles.
Okay, something else I can look at. The 7 habits of highly effective dictators. Damn! Ash is sus. Okay, let's go. Okay, now let's see if we can find something that will help with the rats. Do we see a cat somewhere? Let's try the dig side. Let's check out what's going on here.
Lil, it's good that you're here. Wait, tell me. Are we having this conversation for the first time? Second? Are we stuck in a loop?
We are not stuck in a time loop. I don't mess with the chronometer after hours. I'm frightened enough of being sent back in time or forward in space or whatever. You know, using it at the guard shed.
I'm glad to hear it. The readings I've been receiving from the device have been outside of my comfort zone. Not to mention the fact that those mages seem hell-bent on manufacturing another one.
What is with those mages? It seems like for every lovable stoner like Echo, there's 3 spooks like Tyronius these days.
That's an extremely perceptive observation. You're working the night shift again tonight, correct? I'd like to requisition an upgrade for one of your tools. Which one would you like me to upgrade?
Oh wait, we're working the night shift again? Oh, I didn't catch that. Interesting. Oh, but I guess it makes sense since... Okay. An upgrade. Let me get the X-ray.
It is done.
Gee, thanks. That's awesome.
I just hope it's not too little too late considering what we're up against.
Wait, what?
What does that mean?
Just stay focused on the task at hand. That's all any of us can do.
That's still pretty vague.
I'm just trying to get us through this in one piece.
Fine, don't tell me.
Goodbye, Lil.
Goodbye, Dr. B.
That? And let's see what Malcolm has for us. Well, knocks, but there's no response. Damn, why can't I go here? Let's see if we can return to the dig site. No, we can't. Okay. I guess we can... Shall we try the tavern again? And yeah, let's try if something changed here.
I don't need luck. I need...
Okay, nope. No other dialogue options. And honestly, I don't want to hand him the drugs or the nuclear bomb. Let's start our shift. Yes.